Hey guys, so Glimmering, Ocean, Jeanette, and Kasumi are here. I'm just gonna call them Swimsuit from now on, or Summer, because for some reason I'm not gonna be able to remember that. Glimmering Ocean, very fancy. But two new characters are here. I think these characters are underrepresented in King of Fighters All Stars, and I think a lot of people like, especially Jeanette, love her. I love playing her at 15, so we're going to do a budget summons for them and kind of see what we can do here. We'll go into the characters and kind of see what they're all about, but really briefly I'm going to go over some of the things that you do. Obviously there's going to be the gift events. You give them gifts, and they give you stuff. It's nothing new that we haven't seen before, but it's fine. Also the crafting, kind of the same old. You want to get this here, so if you do end up pulling the characters, you want to get the star and the moon. This is how you make this with all the stuff that you get. I'm kind of behind on all of that, actually. Bingo. This could be nice. Just like come through here and make sure you're doing what you can through this. I've been slacking, that's for sure. And then, of course, the codex. As you unlock the character, you're going to get stuff for them. These are nice. The EX imprint stones. Kind of say another Aegis challenge. You want to come over here and click the information button here to kind of see who you want to invest in. So I just started. Obviously this just dropped, but this is a good indicator of kind of who you may want to invest some of your points in, and you get the points for this just by doing dailies and whatnot. You just kind of get it. It's not like extra stuff you have to do too much. There's a rush dungeon. You want to do the first and the last chapter. You want to do most of your farming on the last chapter, but you want to do the first and the last one at least, every day, because you get the 50 rubies, so you can see right there. Exchange shop. So you get a new set here. Pretty cool. It's a lot to do with the swimsuit characters. So the two new characters are considered swimsuit characters, so I'm just going to call them swimsuit versus, what was it? I didn't even remember. See, I told you I was going to forget something ocean. Glimmering ocean? Something like that. It just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. But you could also use this for the other swimsuit characters that there's been in the past. It does like chill damage. So I think Swimsuit Mature did chill damage. And I think also Blue Mary, Swimsuit Mary also did chill damage. Just throwing that out there. You probably won't do that, but you can. I think it's cool that they're adding more swimsuit characters to the game. I think people liked that enough. So it's good to see that they're adding, event characters, I guess. Not just swimsuit, but I like having the event, like Halloween and all those. I'd love to see them do more for that. So also, of course, team formation. That's my team so far, because I have not gotten any of the characters. But you're going to want to come over here and, fill up with the characters you have to get the most points for. You want to level up your characters a bit so you can get higher percentage. See, like, she's only giving me 10%, but if I leveled her up, she'd get me a lot more. So, something I'm going to have to do. But there's that. Pretty decent set for swimsuit stuff. All those swimsuit characters, the past swimsuit characters aren't that great anymore, although they're fun. But these characters are insane. Is there anything else we'd like to cover? I can't cover the challenge because I don't have them yet. Maybe I'll get them in a second. So we'll just go into the characters. Here we'll go to Jeanette first because she's at the top. So she does a huge percent of attack to green. I remember when like 50% was like good. Now it's at 65. We're just scaling. We're gonna go to the core effects first. Go to these two major ones. So she's immune to stun, freeze, petrify, and chill. Gains damage immunity for 5 seconds when HP is 30% below. That has an 8-second cooldown. That's pretty short. And gains a critical hit shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds. If HP is 80% and below, the shield will be removed when attacked with 4 crits. So she's pretty tanky in that way. Lots of survivability. I think she's an attack type too. Gains a water storm effect for using her active 1, which is, we'll go over that. The active 1 is pretty insane, but that stacks up to 3 times. So when using active 3 at 3 water storm effects, all water storm stacks are consumed. and the festival effect is gained for 5 seconds. So increase what that does is increase the active 3 skill damage by 800%, skill crit rate by 80%, and skill crit damage by 200% while festival is in the festival state. So we'll go over to the skills so you can kind of see the insaneness of this all. So it applies a cold spell to the target. Oh, it can be done while being attacked. So that's one thing that's good, especially for something you're going to want to stack up. Applies cold spell damage upon landing the skill. That just deals damage and decreases attack speed and movement speed, which is good. Increases own attack by 400% for 12 seconds. That is huge, man. The numbers they're putting on these characters is insane. That's going to be really fun. This one can be used while attacked as well. Gives hyper armor, which is super and damage immunity. Decreases the enemy's defense by 80% and increases their damage received by 100% for 12 seconds upon landing a skill. Stuns the enemy for 3 seconds upon landing the skill and allows 2 repeat uses of a Befras, I don't know how to say that, for 10 seconds. Wow. And that's the first active skill, so it'll let you use the first skill more when you use the second one. That's insane. And that's the one you're going to be wanting to use to stack for the active 3. Well, this looks really fun. Inflicts damage, of course. So it's a PvP thing. PvP exclusive, removes target's guard, hyper armor, and crit shield, and applies guard, hyper armor, and crit shield disabled for 2 seconds upon landing the skill. Deals additional damage equals, oh my gosh, 10,000% of attack? I had to make sure I had to count those zeros for a second. Holy smokes. Upon landing the skill on a chilled target. Plus all the extra that you're going to be getting from her core, right? Wow, she does so much damage. That's insane. Wow, that's cool. I like that they leaned into the pirate thing for her. She's a pirate, but you know, you wouldn't know it by just looking at her other than like the Jolly Roger on her dress or whatever. But they made her much more piratey than swimsuity, I think. But I think they did a good job on that. Kasumi increases EX fighters attack by 50% and crit damage by 35%. Chorus, whoop, go down. So she's immune to, I think, pretty much the same things, right? Freeze, Petrify, Fear, Chill? I think that was the same thing. It gains damage immunity. Oh, this is the same. That's the same. The shields. So her first skill is exactly the same. Right? Am I crazy? I think it's the same. Second, so her next one here gains Water Storm effect to all teammates, including self, for 12 seconds upon using an active skill. That stacks up to 4 times. That's cool. Let's see what that is. For each Water Storm effect, increases crit rate by 2% up to 8%, and crit damage by 12% up to 48%. That's pretty decent. It's not like the craziest thing ever. Increases own crit rate by 20% and crit damage by 150% for 10 seconds upon landing an active skill on a chilled target. Increases attack of all teammates, including self, by 100% for 20 seconds on tagging in. Okay. This is going to be great for certain modes, but so far those cores, that core isn't as crazy as Jeanette's, I don't think. It's definitely good for team stuff, but that's not like mind-blowing in my opinion. I do think it's good though. Can be used when attacked, except when you're airborne or knocked down or whatever. Used to apply cold spell to the enemies for 12 seconds. We kind of read what that does. It's like damage plus attack speed reduction, movement speed reduction. Allows 3 repeated uses of one of her other skills. Which one is that? Oh, it's this one here. So you can use this 3 times. Repeated uses. So you can do this like 3 boom, boom, boom. That's cool. Okay, that'll be fun. Inflicts damage, obviously. Let's see here. We got to get this out here. Can be used when attacked. That's nice. Gains hyper armor. It's kind of similar to Jeanette's. Increases target's damage received by 100 for 12 seconds upon landing the skill. PvP exclusive. Removes... This is like the same thing pretty much as Jeanette's there. Yeah, okay. but it's on her active skill 2 versus 3. So let's see what her third one does. Inflicts damage, increases own attack by 500% for 12 seconds upon use. Just straight up, boom. That's really easy. Increases own. I don't know how to say that. That's her first skill though. EX skill damage by 300% for 12 seconds. Wow, so you can open with this and then just start using your active 1 skill over and over again. That would be nuts. So you want to open with your third skill for her. Wow, that'd be crazy. But I think they did a good job with the characters, like the models and the animations I think are really cool. So I'm excited to do a budget summon for this. Take a look at the cards really quick. Yeah, dig, rock. That's hilarious. She's not doing nothing. She's just making everybody dig all the holes. You can see the more and more holes show up as the cards go on. That's pretty funny. So this looks pretty similar. Oh, this is blast skill. Interesting. So blast skill for the first one. Female fighters. Oh, okay. So you can put out all kinds of people. 25% chance to increase power by 5 when landing an active skill. That's pretty standard. But the female fighters and this, okay, it's interesting. Increases own attack by 30%, crit damage by 15, and crit rate by 5 when a female fighter lands a skill. So this is something you want to put on the ladies. Sorry, fellas. That's why you're digging the holes, okay? Okay, increases attack by 35% when landing a skill on a chilled. So lots of chilled female stuff going on for all these sets. Great picture, really cool. And the super was really cool. They did a good job with the art on that. Oh my god. This one I feel like they kind of phoned in there. They just got the face and they put the father in there. There he is. I found him. That is funny though. I didn't catch it when I very first saw it, but that's funny. It's a good card. Attack, cooldown, crit damage. That's good. Like definitely usable whenever if you were to get it. I wouldn't break my back for it, but there you go. So we're gonna use one thing. I'm pretty sure. Whoops, I did the wrong thing. I meant to go to here. So go to your mailbox, go to notification, and grab this. So we're getting 7 character summons and 4 battle cards. So we'll just use this first and kind of see what happens. Go to summons. Go to the cards. Pew! It's probably somewhere at the bottom. Okay. So we're going to use the battle cards first. It's only 4 of them. It's a weird number. I wonder why they decide 7 and 4. Maybe I'm not thinking of something. Okay. So that's probably nothing. So we're going to skip all that. That's junky junk. And then we're going to go to the characters. And then we'll use our 4,000 free rubies. Kind of see what happens. It'll be nice to be able to get into the challenge mode and use them in the rush dungeon. So this looks like a bust. That's a bust. Okay, so now let's see our luck. See what our luck is like using them rubies. I think Jeanette's better than Kasumi is. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but Kasumi's definitely powered up more of your team. Jeanette's more for herself, but the buff that you put on your team wasn't like mind-blowing. It was good, you know, like max 8% crit and then like 48 crit damage. That's good. But I was not as I think I like Jeanette's a little bit more. Nice. But of course I'll be happy with whatever I get with these free rubies. I'm not gonna be picky about it. Who do we get? She's got Bubbles. I'm guessing somebody on the art team has a kid, because my kid loves Bubbles, and I would not even think to draw this on a character for the summer unless, you know, like I recently... Yeah, my kid loves the bubble tube thing, so That's my guess. I'm just gonna throw that out there. One of the ladies on the team has a kid who also loves the bubbles. But so we got Kasumi. That's great. See if we can get more copies of her or get Jeanette. Red beams at least. We're gonna skip all that because that was kind of a bust. Got like 2 more. Ooh, nice. Okay. Which one's gonna change? Ooh, nice. Okay. Go away, Joe. Yeah. Got the America in the back. I got another one. Nice. I can get her to A1. That's good. I'm fairly certain you can use some of her old supers for her. I'd like to get... I'm just not going to go for the cards. I'm just going to keep going for the characters. So this will be the last one. So I'm pretty sure you can just use her old supers. So it's not ideal, but that's just what I'm going to use for now. Because I wanted to try to get Jeanette if I could, but took a risk. Didn't work. But hey, you know? Oh, see, I got Jeanette. There you go. the old school one, the OG. So yeah, that was it. I used up all my rubies and everything. But yeah, so I got 2 copies of Kasumi. That's good. Not going to complain about that. But both characters are great. I hope you guys, you know, wish you guys luck on your polls. Please subscribe. I cover King of Fighters All-Stars all the time. And I also play other mobile games, gacha games, especially if they're doing collabs. I love covering collabs. I also play fighting games, from the usual suspects to the more obscure, and I even play games here, make videos with my wife. So if any of that is of interest to you, I'd really would appreciate if you would subscribe. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers is my goal, so if you want to help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. Good luck to you guys. God bless you, and you have a blessed day, y'all.